Sup guys, Mr. Knee over here, and this is going to be a quick video comparing the Campagnolo shifters, the 10 speed, 11 speed and a 12 speed mechanical rim brake. Let's get into it. Let's put these aside. Let's start with the 10 speed. What do I think about it? First of all, how they feel in the hand. They feel quite small actually, but they feel secure. Small but secure. Maybe if you are really just resting your hand on it and not wrapping it around at all, maybe potentially you could slip your hand on some bump, but they still feel quite secure. When it comes to braking, this brake lever is quite thin, but they feel good in the hand, and the leverage you get on the cable is really good. The shifting on the braking on these is very nice. When it comes to shifting, this is perhaps the best Campagnolo shifting, I must say. I quite like it. You can shift up quite easily, go into easier gear nicely, and the small pedal is awesome. You can shift down I don't know, 6 or 7 gears, something crazy like that. You can shift the entire block, and essentially it's quite nice. I don't know how they did it because it's just so small and it's all inside here. It's quite amazing engineering, I must say. Still relevant, still beautiful, uh, almost underrated in a way. But if you haven't tried these, pick these up. 10-speed Campag is quite cheap now. You can get the entire group set for maybe $400 or something. The same for the 11 speed. So let's move up to the 11 speed now. This design is much bigger and feels a lot more secure. Also, they feel really comfortable holding them. I like these. I really enjoy the 11 speed. What is not so good about it is that this brake lever is really thin at certain sections. It's almost too thin. Depends on how big your hands are, but when you're braking, it almost feels like one of those time trial brakes, really thin. But still, the braking is nice. It has the positioning here, works well, Campag style. The big pedal feels really good, and the small pedal on these 11 speeds, it takes quite a bit of force to push it down sometimes. But yeah, just quite a bit of force, and you can only shift down maybe 5 or 6, so it's not as much as the 10 speed, but it's like, who is shifting 6 gears or 5 gears down? It's Look, if you own Campag, you know the feeling. You are maybe in a parking lot, or you are just starting on a hill going down, and yet there it's nice to dump the gears, but that's pretty rare when those situations happen. So still great. Shifting down 5 gears, it's enough. You don't miss shifting 7. But it's a lot more secure. That's the feeling that you get, and you're not gonna slip a hand. And that's because of this shape, the way it curves. It's holding your thumb in place. It's really nice. 11 speed, worth a try for sure. To be honest, every Campagnolo is worth a try. I like them all. Now, let's go to the 12 speed. So those two over there, those were quarters. This is a super record. 12 speed. How does it feel? I must say the rubber feels a little bit better, but that's maybe just because this is a lot newer. It hasn't deteriorated yet. The feeling, how does it feel? Feels even more secure than the 11 speed. The curve is a lot more pronounced, but it's better. It's not worse. It actually feels better. You riding these, you never feel like there is a chance of you slipping from them. So it's beautiful. I must say, I hope they keep this shape because it looks super cool. I love the pointy end here. If this was an 11 speed, I would love it, but it's unfortunately not because like the shape of the plastic underneath the rubber is a little bit different on the 12 speed. But yeah, just look at that pointy end. Just looks so good. When it comes to braking, this lever is a lot more, well, not a lot more, it's a little bit wider than the 11 speed, and you can really feel it. It feels better when you're braking. It has like a lot more consistent whiff, you can see it. And it doesn't like dig into your hand like the 11 speed does, into your finger, I meant to say. And I also like the, it almost looks, I was calling it a spoon, you know, the bottom of the brake lever. When you're in the drops and you're just reaching for it, it feels also very nice. I like the positioning. Personally, I have big hands, so I don't need the small position that is something like this. But when it comes to shifting, major improvement over the 11 speed. The big pedal still feels great. You can shift up free, and but the small lever is so light. It's unbelievable. They made it so much lighter. It's the lightest feeling small pedal yet. You don't even need to like force it with your entire thumb. You can just place it like this, and it's enough to shift. It's just so good. When you are riding along and you need to shift into a harder gear, much easier. The only downside is that you can only shift down 4 gears, if I'm not mistaken. There is like a physical stop here, but 4 gears still good enough. Perhaps not as awesome as the 10 speed, but in real life riding, you will only ever need to shift down like 3 at a time. So when it comes to the 12 speed, the only little small problem with it is that the spacing on the cassette is so tight that overshifting, you need to be a little bit mindful of that. If you are really like a smasher, you just want to then maybe you can overshift a little bit on the 12 speed. But it's so precise that it doesn't really happen. They really nailed the 12 speed, and you can get it for a great price too now. So honestly, if you love rim brake, and maybe if you haven't tried rim brake, if your first road bike was a disc brake one, then get into Campag. You will enjoy it. You will love it. Buy it on second hand. Get it to a bicycle mechanic. Get it bicycle medic. Yeah, get it to a bicycle medic and get it set up. And yeah, so that's the comparison. Hope that helped somebody making a decision on which one to buy. All right, peace out. See you guys, Mr. Nee.